Hi everybody, and welcome to the video tutorial for using the Polaris offline mode. We're going to walk you through how to log on, how to register a patron, check material out, and then upload the files at the end of the transactions when you're done using the offline mode for the day. So, one thing I'm going to point out at the start is my Polaris offline mode is just on the training server. Yours is going to be on the live server on the terminal that is included in the email with this. If you're not sure which one that is, contact IT. They're going to be able to help you out with that. So we can open up Polaris. You'd be opening up the regular one. Like I said, this is just the training server. Put in your username. Do not put in a password though. And tick the offline, work offline box. Hit OK. And you'll see that there are limited options now when you go to the different headings on the Polaris toolbar. Some are going to be grayed out. The ones that you can use are going to be the black ones. The grayed ones will be unavailable to you. Quick note before we get any further into it, check-in is an option for the offline mode. Do not use check-in at this time. It can create a lot of headaches, so we're going to avoid check-in. If we would need to make up a card, we're going to go to Patron Services. We'll go to Patron Records. Click that. Now, you can also hit F7 to get here. This should look very familiar to you. It's pretty much the exact same as your regular Polaris patron registration. A couple differences. Normally there's 4 pages to it. Here there's just 3, and we're still only using the first 2. A couple other things you might need to adjust. Patron code. For some reason that auto-populated for me as print disabled extended loan. Make sure you're keeping an eye on that. Also down here the address check. Normally set for 99 years. For the offline mode, it is just giving it as 2 months. So we want to make sure that we update that as well to 99 years. So let's go ahead and put in a patron account. Now, when we go to add the address, you'll notice that it populates as USA. We want to select Canada. We can put in the postal code, street, oops, pardon that. You're going to have to put in the city and the province. The offline mode isn't smart enough to auto-populate that. We can hit OK. We'll see that all of our information comes up. We can put in a phone number. And you can do email address, all that text, all the normal stuff you would normally do in registration, you can still do here. Once we're done, we'll click to the second page, fill out all the pertinent information. And let's pick a birthday. Terrific. So once we've got everything filled out on this page, as we normally would, we can hit save. Notification. Oh. I'm rushing, so I'm doing it poorly. There we go. So it lets us know that the record is saved. Once we've got that done, we can hit OK. It clears it. We can close that. Now we can use this barcode to check out materials. To check stuff out, we're going to go to circulation and checkout. You'll see that this one is very limited. It doesn't have that patron find tool that we're used to having, so the patron must have their library card in order to check stuff out. When we want the card, you see, if this had been an account that I had made up prior to us going offline, it would populate with the patron information. I'll show you that after, but this is the card that I just made up, so it hasn't had a chance to reconcile that information together. And we can check out a couple of items just as normal. And you can see it gives us a 3-week due date. It doesn't give us title information or anything else because the offline mode isn't able to connect to our database to find that information out. This is a simple checkout with 3-week items, so we can just hit enter and it'll print out a receipt for us. Now, let's try a different account. And we'll see if we use mine, it brings up my name, where I was registered, all that. Now let's see what happens. A patron comes up with DVDs, feature film. It's a 1 week loan. We don't want that 3 week loan. So what we're going to do is click on special. And this lets us pick our loan periods. So it'll default to a 7, but you can change it to 42 if you're doing print disabled extended loan or book hub kit, anything like that. And you can also pick whether to apply it to the next item only. Say they've got a bunch of material, only one's a feature film, great. Or all they're getting is feature films. We can apply it to that. We can apply it to all checkouts, but be aware that that is going to apply it to every checkout you do after this point. Okay, it's not the end of the world if you do that. Let's just click apply to the next item only. We'll hit OK. We want it, and you see that it gives us now just a 1 week loan. Perfect. What we can do at this point is hit reset here in the loan period, and that should bump things back to, oops, if we put the cursor back over there, cook things back over to a 3 week loan. And that's what we want. We can hit enter, get out of the patron's account. So that is our offline mode. That's registration, that's checkout. Now let's reconcile it. How do we put all this information back into Polaris? We can close checkout. We're going to log off. We'll hit OK. We're going to log back on. And we can actually log into Polaris at this point. Once again, I'm just using the training server. You would be using the live one. So under circulation, you're going to find a tab for Bookmobile. That's what we're going to click on. Now, because I've been working with this a little bit, it's giving me a bunch of different transactions. What you want to do is find the one that matches the right date and time for you. For me, it's this one down here. So I've highlighted it. I'm going to click Upload File. Now, if an error occurs, do you want to stop on the error or do you want to continue on the error, get the report at the end? You want to continue and get the report at the end. Otherwise, it's going to stop at each time. And that could be patron has late fees, all this kind of stuff that you don't need to stop each time for. Hit OK. It's going to do its magic and it's going to bring it up. It'll show now that it's in the transaction files already uploaded. And we can go on from there. We can close this. And we're good. So anything that happened that was an anomaly will show up in that upload record. Any errors. So you will be able to go back and see. If you do need to see what happened, you can click back into circulation, Bookmobile, and we can take a look at view the report, and it'll show us what happened there. Okay, so there was duplicate patrons because the one I made up had the same address as Joe Smith, had the same address as a bunch of the Kelowna stuff. All right, so any questions on that, by all means, contact me here at the Kelowna branch, mreinelt@orl.bc.ca, or 250-762-2800, extension 2819. Thanks so much.